Welcome to Recently Logged, where I forgot about recording this morning and slept in too much.
But hey, at least it was better than like 2 weeks ago, where I shook you out of bed like 40 minutes after we were supposed to start.
Yeah, well, I don't understand why you shook me out of bed so late.
Well, I was working on the episode art.
So yeah, he's like, oh, we gotta get up at this time, and then when I sleep in too much, he wakes me up not at that time.
Okay, I don't want to be rude, you know? We still got the podcast out on time.
All right, well, hopefully we'll do that this time, too. I mean, we still have, 3 hours.
I mean, yeah, but this is going to take, an hour to record, and then I have to make the episode art.
Yeah, but editing it shouldn't take long.
Yeah, editing it shouldn't take long, unless we keep rambling on and I have to cut stuff
Well,
off.
no, you don't have to cut any of this out. The listeners want to hear.
Do they?
Yes.
I don't know if I'd want to hear.
All right. Well, this week, because we took a week off for Father's Day.
Yeah.
And we don't want to go, because we have the kind of a pattern going.
We had a thing.
Where, Harry
system.
Potter something else. Harry Potter something else. Harry Potter something else.
Try and break it up for you guys.
We wanted Robbie. Well, we didn't want. Robbie wanted.
I was about to say, Michael was just gonna do the next Harry Potter movie.
Robbie wanted to.
I wanted to stay with our system of breaking it up, and we are currently going to do a what we watched for this month, June.
Yeah.
Or at least for this 2-week stretch of June.
We got half of June behind us that we've talked about.
Yeah. But I guess we can just go ahead and get started, since these usually take a while.
Yeah. Okay.
So, right after we watched Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix on the 14th, well, not right after, I guess the next day. Yeah, it was the next day, because we released the podcast that day.
Okay, just a question in my mind, what was I doing this day? You watched so much
Monday
when I wasn't there, and I came back at the end of this movie.
You were with Haley.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, there was something going on.
Where was I for a whole day that I just missed all of the stuff that you guys watched?
Yeah, I took full advantage of him not being there and watched a bunch of stuff that I wanted to watch, so, you know.
Of course, the one thing I did want to watch, and I was kind of upset about it, but...
Wait, what? Wait, which one? All right, we'll get there when we get there. Okay.
just go.
First thing I watched that afternoon, we don't usually talk about short films, but I watched a trilogy. Well, not technically a trilogy, but I watched 3 short films by Jared Hess, the guy who directed Napoleon Dynamite. They were all pretty good. You should go check them out. It was Palooka, Cardboard Only, and Winner Takes Steve. Winner Takes Steve is the best one, by the way.
And by the way, that's Winner Takes Steve, not Winter Takes
Winter?
Steve.
Am I not pronouncing it well enough?
No, it sounded to me
Winner
like you
Takes
said
Steve.
Winter Takes Steve.
Maybe it's just because I don't usually pronounce the T in winter very much. I said Winner Takes Steve. That's fine, but it's... I don't know. Okay. Next thing I watched, Free Solo, documentary about free climbing, or at least about a guy who's free climbing El Capitan.
What?
Yeah. He climbs one of the highest peaks, one of the highest rock faces on the planet.
Okay, but you were like, it's a guy who's climbing El Capitan.
El Capitan. Yeah, he climbs...
Just out of nowhere.
He climbs a rock face on El Capitan, and it's huge. Gave it 4.5. Loved it. The first time I saw it, this was a rewatch. And then I watched Life Animated, which was another documentary about someone with autism and their connection with Disney movies. It was pretty good. It was not as good as I was hoping, sadly, but it was still pretty good. You guys should check it out. It's on Hulu right now. And then we watched, Micah caught the latter...
I think I've only missed
he only missed the first 20 minutes of it.
15 minutes, 20 minutes, somewhere in there.
Which I mean was a good opening 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We want to rewatch it at some point.
Yeah. For sure.
But it's The Fits,
which what I caught of it, man, was pretty insane.
Pretty dang good. You know, when did this come out? 2015?
2015.
Dang.
But, I don't know, man. I don't know what the movie exactly is trying to do, which is part of the reason I want to rewatch it.
Yeah, no, I really want to rewatch it.
It's really weird, and the story, like, it makes sense, but it doesn't fully make sense.
I really want to watch it again.
So, yeah.
I want to dissect this thing till the day I die.
I didn't rate it because I didn't see the beginning of it. I don't do that when I miss the beginning of movies.
I just don't log them at all when I miss the beginning, but, you know.
Well, I log them because, you know, I watched most of the movie.
Like, well, I mean, I watched... If you watch over half the movie, you're like, yeah, sure, just throw it on the
yeah, if I watch over half the movie, I've watched the movie.
All right. Yeah, I gave it 4.5.
All right, well, after that, on the 16th, I watched The Incredibles.
I kind of watched a couple scenes over his shoulder.
And that was for a video that I just put out on my channel.
Indeed. I haven't watched it yet.
It's not the greatest, but it's set up for an Incredibles 2 video that's gonna feature somebody.
That's gonna be pretty good.
But yeah, no, the video wasn't my best, but it's there. Imgrawe Films is my channel. I gave The Incredibles 5 stars. It's a great movie.
Yeah, there's a link to it in the podcast description.
And then what else did we watch?
We watched a 90s movie, 1992.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, baby.
Oh boy.
This thing, I don't know what I expected, but you know, it surpassed my expectations.
Yeah, my expectations were probably the lowest of lows.
I go into just about any 90s movie with low expectations.
It wasn't a great movie. It's called Stay Tuned.
I really enjoyed it. I'll say it.
And the whole premise is like the devil shows up and makes a deal with these families who love TV so much.
Well, it's just the dad.
Yeah, but like he makes a deal with them.
Yeah.
And for people who love TV so much, and it sucks them into like this TV program thing
that's designed to
kill people with each different program, and they have. Is it 12 hours or 24 hours?
I think it's 48, actually.
No, it's not 48.
Yeah.
It's either 12 or 24, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure it's 48.
12 or 24.
Oh, no, 24. Never mind.
Okay.
All right.
And they have 24 hours to make it through alive, and then they're set free.
You know, it's pretty good. I would recommend it to someone.
It gave them a lot of chances to do some funny jokes.
Yeah.
It's just the problem is some of the jokes weren't funny.
Yeah, some of the jokes don't hit, and that's to be expected with anything. But, you know, I overall really enjoyed it. But I always like spoofs of TV programs. That's like one of my favorite comedy skits that people do.
They had some pretty funny like parody TV shows. I thought they were like that
was one of the honestly the most disappointing thing is how they ended, like what thing they ended it on, like the actual main TV thing that they ended it on with the French Revolution.
Oh yeah,
I was like that was kind of disappointing.
This isn't a fun way to end it because it wasn't really parodying any shows. It was just the French Revolution.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that kind of sucks. But you know, the ending kind of falls a little bit.
I gave it 3 stars.
I gave it 3.5. It's pretty good. I'd watch it again.
Next, we watched Loving Vincent.
Heck yeah.
Which is an incredible movie just for the fact that every frame of this was hand painted.
It's insane.
So
I do not envy
it's
the
like
people
stop
who made
motion.
this.
Well, I mean, it is stop motion, but it's like claymation, but like
it's just like 2D animation,
insane.
but they used oil paints instead of like pencils and pens and ink.
Well, people don't really use pencils and pens and ink anymore anyway.
Well, I'm saying it's like a traditional 2D animated.
Yeah, but it's insane. It's beautiful. I thought the movie could have been a little better.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed in the story just because it had been hyped up so much, but it was still like a good story.
Yeah, I was about to say, it falls a little flat in some respects, but like I think it's still really solid for what it is.
I gave it 4 stars.
I gave it 4.5. This was my second time watching it. I think we've mentioned it before.
Yeah. Then I watched The Week of...
Wait, what day was this?
Boy, oh boy, same day.
Oh, okay.
With Adam Sandler and Chris Rock.
Oh, so no.
If that gives you any perspective on how this is going to be, it was really bad.
If this gives you any perspective.
I mean, it was
really bad.
It wasn't the worst of the worst. It was watchable, which is why I gave it 2.
Oh, watchable.
I gave it 2.5. Like most of the time it wasn't funny. but like it still had a watchable story and like a semi-nice ending. So
Most of the time it wasn't funny.
But
Dang.
yeah.
Was it a comedy though?
yes, it was a comedy.
Shoot. That's kind of the main function of a comedy
Yeah,
most
but
of the time.
like there was some funny. I don't know. It wasn't great.
All right.
Then
On the 18th, did you
I
watch anything?
watched Psycho,
Oh boy.
which is pretty
No,
good.
that wasn't me yawning at Psycho.
Yeah,
that was just me yawning.
Ravi hates Psycho.
No.
Yeah, he hates
Psycho's
it.
one of my
Nope.
favorite
Nope.
movies. No.
He yawned at Psycho. He hates it. This is like my third time watching it or something.
Do you love it? Do you love it, Micah?
I still don't think it's a perfect movie.
Aw. Sad times, man.
I still just don't get any suspense from it at all.
Aw. Sad times.
But it's really well made, and I enjoy the characters and everything, so I'll give it 4.5.
I still think this is like probably Hitchcock's some of his solidest. Is
Solidest?
Solidest. That is a word, but not how I'm using it.
Yeah, like what
One
do
of
you-
some of his most solid directing.
Some of his solidest directing.
His most solidest directing. Yes.
All right, then what did we watch, Robbie?
Well, I watched Captain Sparky versus the Flying Saucers.
Oh, I
that
did
day.
not watch Captain Sparky versus the Flying Saucers.
You know,
but that's a short.
It was a thing. Go watch it if you
It
want
was
to.
made recently, right?
2013.
No, I guess I'm wrong.
It came out right after the movie.
Oh yeah, it's just
'Cause
it wasn't it
was
wasn't
for
on
the-
Disney Plus until recently, so
Yeah.
I just assumed that it was new.
I give it 3 stars. It's all right.
Then we watched Underwater,
Yeah.
the 2020 highly anticipated release.
I wasn't anticipating this.
That was kind of trash.
That was kind of trash? Question mark. Because
Yeah.
it has that 2.8 average. My God, that doesn't
Poor-
sound like trash to me.
poor,
It's-
poor 2020.
yeah, man, it kind of
2020
sucks.
needs a break.
It sucks because I got into film in like mid 2018, and then we had like a killer year, 2019.
2019 had
So
some
many good
movies.
films, and then we
2020.
nothing will kill my passion for film quite like the year 2020.
2020 has been pretty depressing for movies.
Yeah, Onward was all right, I guess.
Onward is fine. I don't like Onward.
We did an episode about it. Go listen to it.
But anyway, Underwater was really badly done. Suspense.
It wasn't great by any
just
stretch.
just like an idea of how bad this pacing was, and it still is just crazy insane to me, or how bad the writing was in general.
It was a flimsy screenplay.
We open up on our main character, played by Kristen Stewart, right?
Oh yeah.
Which I mean, she's fine. I don't
forgot
have anything.
about
I don't
her.
have anything against her. But we open up on her, and there's voiceover, and that's not
what's
not
wrong
awful.
with
No.
voiceover?
There's the voiceover isn't bad.
Okay.
Depending on how it's used.
I was
But
about to say,
there's
okay, cinema. Get on to Billy Wilder. You're gonna be like, oh,
No.
Sunset Boulevard. It starts off with voiceover. Sucks. Half star.
Double indemnity, more like double
In
bad
crap
writing. No.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it starts with voiceover, and I'm
Alright.
like, all right, so it's just gonna have like a slow opening. It's gonna
Slow open,
maybe
baby.
set up some stuff. Maybe this is taking place in the future, and we're gonna flash back to the rest of the
The
movie.
future.
I'm trying to figure out what we're doing here.
That would be pretty. Actually, that would have been pretty dope.
And then, like right before the end of the movie, I'm not gonna spoil the end of the movie, but like if that had taken place right
Yeah.
before, that would have been cool. But no,
No.
like things just start going bad with no real explanation. Like alarms start going off, and then just immediately
I mean, the opening credits kind of give some
people
sort of background.
start
but-
dying. And like it just immediately, it gives you no time to breathe, but it really doesn't give you any time to care about any character.
Yeah, I was about to
ever.
say, like, normally no time to breathe in a thriller is a good thing, but they just don't set
Like you
anything
need
up
time to
engage
breathe
you.
in the beginning.
Yeah, they don't engage you with anything, and then they don't give you time
They
to
don't-
breathe about that thing that you don't really like.
Yeah,
You aren't invested in very much.
They don't set up anything except for the opening credits. Like with the opening credits, I mean, and that doesn't do anything well. So like why didn't they spend like 10 minutes.
Even their short reprieve to plan out the walk across the ocean floor is like just the bare bones. They don't like.
There's no relationships.
Yeah.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, it just lacks in most areas.
So
it had cool lighting though.
So that coupled with just not very good suspense.
Yeah.
Like they did a really bad job with the sound design of everything underwater. Which underwater should have been really creepy. I don't like being underwater like that.
I
don't like
underwater
the ocean.
creep you out,
I don't
Micah?
like the ocean. I would hate to be underwater in the ocean.
Sherwood sucked. Wait, was that Emmett?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was Emmett.
Oh my gosh. This is the biggest revelation since.
Not Lego Movie Emmett for people who.
I'm talking 10 Cloverfield Lane, baby.
But yeah, I don't know. It was just.
Yeah,
it was sad.
It was rough.
Yeah, it was boring.
If it interests you at all, rent it.
Don't spend money on this.
I don't know. Wait till it's free.
I gave it 2.5 though, just because it's still like.
Yeah, I give it 2.5.
It's still like a movie. I just really didn't like it.
It's still watchable.
Yeah.
At the very least, but yikes.
Then on the 20th. I watched 3 things.
Whoa, 3 things.
Three
wow.
things.
There you go.
I
Don't need me, I guess.
Howl's Moving Castle. I thought you were there when we watched Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah, I didn't really watch it though. I was
No.
working on something. I don't remember what.
Which we had already watched before.
Yeah.
But, my mom hadn't seen it, and she was like, "I want to watch it."
I wanna watch it.
Like
she said, "I want to watch."
Because like our mom actually likes anime, so that's cool.
Wow.
And yeah, I really like this. This is probably, while I don't necessarily think it's their best, it's probably, if not my favorite, my second favorite Studio Ghibli film. I really like it, but I recognize that it's not perfect. I give it 4 stars. Yeah. I still want to watch the dubbed version just to hear.
For Christian Bale.
like don't get me wrong, I will usually 100% always take subtitles when it's originally recorded in Japanese.
I will
or
always
something.
take subtitles,
Like,
every time.
But I just want to hear Christian Bale be Howl.
You just want Christian Bale acting as emo as possible, Micah.
Exactly. And
I
then
see.
also on the 20th I watched Incredibles 2, which I gave 2 stars. I kind of hate it, but I'm making a video about why I hate it, so yeah.
Okay.
Then I watched A Whisker Away.
Whisker Away,
a
baby.
Netflix original anime that came out this year.
I also kind of watched this one, but like I was doing something else.
Yeah, so we didn't get any of the dialogue because it was also in Japanese.
I mean, I caught some of it, but like, I'm not saying
So-
like, oh, I can analyze this movie
So I
correctly.
hopped into this movie and we're watching it and I'm like, yikes.
Oh,
isn't-
yeah.
This isn't a bad movie, but yikes. So like this teenage girl has made this deal with this creepy guy to get this cat mask that when she puts it on, she becomes a cat and she uses it to stalk the life of
her crush.
from school. And
This
I'm
guy's
like,
weird, man.
I mean, yeah, he's weird. I don't know why she likes him, but she's horrifyingly creepy in the beginning.
Yes, she is.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, he likes this cat, and he needs to stop. Because like he's like doing normal things that you would do
that
if
you would do
loved
with the cat. Yeah.
And she's like, oh, he loves me.
No.
And you're like, no. But don't worry, it turns around into something that's...
Does it turn around, Micah?
They recognize how creepy that was. And it turns around into, like a pretty decent, fun movie. Actually, I put it as my favorite from 2020 so far. So, if that gives it any perspective,
There you go.
I think it ended really good.
He thought it was better than what would Onward.
Yeah.
I was like, what would be?
But I
at the
gave it
top?
3.5.
Well,
And then on
there you go.
Then on the 23rd, what did we watch, Robbie?
The 23rd, we watched the spectacular, the amazing. Or wait, no, I was supposed to come up with another adjective.
Yeah.
The spectacular, the stupendous, the amazing Spider-Man. There we go.
Which
It
I
came
really,
back.
I really like Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's my favorite Spider-Man movie.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Um.
Because it got a really crappy sequel.
Oh yeah, no. The sequel.
Yeah, the sequel
is awful.
It had a cool suit, though.
It does.
Straight up awesome suit.
So obviously, I recognize that this movie isn't great per se.
But Emma Stone.
Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield.
Heck yes.
Are incredible in this movie.
Can I get a heck
Webb,
yeah?
Mark Webb had a great vision, and Avi Arad murdered it. I kid you not.
Wow, you gave this 4 stars, Mike?
I gave it 4 stars.
Whoa, it's not to take away your thunder. I just looked down and I was like, whoa, 4 stars.
Yeah, no, I love this movie.
I gave it 3 stars. It's passable, it's watchable, but I don't know. There's not much about it that I really love to watch. A lot of the interactions between a lot of the person to person interactions are really fantastic. Except for when Avi Arad poked his nose
and cut out half of the freaking lizard scenes.
Half of the lizard scene.
All of the good scenes.
Yeah.
If you go watch behind the scenes and at the deleted scenes and stuff, scenes that he cut out were actually really emotional and really humanizing for the lizard, and actually gave Connors a decent arc to get to, hey, I'm gonna turn everybody into a lizard.
Turn everybody into a giant lizard.
To where he's not just Peter, we must save the world.
Save the world.
Poor Peter Parker in 2 seconds.
Wow. So yeah, I don't know. For me watching this, it's like me watching Homecoming, but not as enjoyable.
I like this
as
better
Homecoming.
than Homecoming. It's my favorite Spider-Man.
Yeah,
movie.
I was about to say,
my favorite Spider-Man.
If it's your favorite,
I know there are
more
a lot of
power to you.
problems with it.
I'm not a fan. I would turn on Homecoming over this, and I really don't like Tom Holland or MCU Spider-Man that much at all.
Your Robbie hates Spider-Man.
I hate Spider-Man.
It's his least favorite Marvel character.
Is it? I don't know. Maybe wait, what would be my least favorite? Maybe Toad. The Toad.
The Toad. I don't think that counts. I think it's got to be at least.
It has to
hero.
be MCU. It has to be MCU, Micah.
No, it just has to be somebody who's appeared. Well, no, Toad has appeared in a movie.
Yeah, I was about to say he's in the Fox. He's in the Fox.
Or just anybody but the Toad.
Yeah. All right. Well, moving on.
Next. On the 23rd.
We'll probably do an episode about the Amazing Spider-Man series sometime.
I watched Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
Wow. Who would have thought?
Which I actually like The Amazing Spider-Man better, which is a very hot take. I don't think this is as good as everybody says it is, honestly. I have a lot of friends who gave this 5 and 4.5, and I'm it's not
I don't know about 5.
It's not that. I think I gave her oh wait, no, that was for the other one, okay.
4.5 on a good day. A very, very good day.
Yeah, I don't know. It's so long, and the pacing towards the end is awful. But it's fun. I like this movie. It's got some great action scenes in it, but that's really about it. That's great about it.
Oh, for context, I did not watch this with them. I'm going off my memory.
And Steve is fun though.
Steven.
Who doesn't like Steve? No, I said Steve is fun, not
Steven
fun.
Steven fun.
Then we watched The Cat in the Hat.
Heck yes,
again.
We did.
But our sister hadn't seen it.
Oh my gosh.
That can't happen.
That movie, don't show it to children, but...
No, please don't show it to children.
But...
Please.
That is...
For the children's sake.
It is... I will turn that on any day of the week.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's not very good.
I think it's good.
I gave it 3 stars.
I think it's good.
But it's hilarious.
3.5, baby. This was my 4th time watching it?
This is
3rd time?
my 5th.
I don't know. It's good. Go watch it.
And then moving on the 24th, I watched Captain America: Civil War.
Civil War.
Which I gave 3.5, which is kind of funny because that's what he gave Cat in the Hat.
They're the same quality, honestly. Well, actually, I would rate Civil War.
Civil War is
lower.
actually one of my least favorite MCU movies.
And Mikey, you're gonna make some people angry with that
I
statement.
am gonna make some people angry. But yeah, no, I really don't like Civil War. Like, it's got a really good concept in there, and that's what
Yes,
kills
it
me.
does.
Like, the idea of the whole thing,
The-
and the villain
The plot idea of Civil
is
War
really good.
is really solid. I'll
Some
give
of the
it that.
conversations theoretically should have been really good, but I feel like it spends so much time
I'm so bored.
setting
that
things
entire
up.
movie.
Like, it just wants to set up itself too much, and it wants to set up other movies too much. Like, nothing happens in this movie. like so much.
What about that airport
So
fight
much
scene, though,
happens for other movies, but nothing happens in this movie.
Well, I mean, they have the who framed Bucky
framed
Barnes?
Bucky Barnes?
Wow.
Yeah, no, but it's not a very good. Like, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
not interesting, and it just spends
That's
most
the
of
main-
its. It spends most of its time just being like, oh, we're gonna set up this fight between them, and then also we're gonna set up Black Panther, and we're gonna set up the next Avengers, and we're gonna set up
Wow.
everything,
Yeah.
and.
I that is, I think, the most bored I've ever been during an MCU movie. I didn't watch it
just
this
boring.
time. It's
It-
just
it-
a boring movie. I'm sorry.
It's better when you're doing other things during it, which is what I was doing, but it's still boring.
Yeah, I don't know how it has a 3.6. Honestly,
I don't know how
average.
some of my friends have given this 5 stars. I don't.
know. I don't see it.
Anyway,
I'm sorry, guys.
On the 25th,
25th, baby.
I watched Dark Skies.
Oh boy. Was it
which
good, Micah?
was not good,
Oh.
but still watchable. It was actually surprisingly better than I thought, because from the trailer it looked absolutely horrible.
Oh, okay. There you go.
But it was fine.
The big fake out, Micah.
This
You thought it was going to be absolutely horrible, but it was just slightly horrible.
This is one of those, like, 1 o'clock watches that my mom was like, hey, wanna watch a movie?
Want to watch a movie?
J.K. Simmons is in this movie for no reason.
For no reason whatsoever.
He's just there.
He's just kind of sitting around.
And there's this review. I think if you go to it, if you go to
One
it,
of the
it
most
should
popular
be
reviews?
the first review,
All right.
I think. Yeah. First review by Fizzy Binlin. I don't know. It starts with Fizzy. But it's very accurate
All
to
right.
this movie and pretty much all recent PG-13 horror movies.
Wow. Just representing, I guess.
Besides, like,
What,
Quiet
like-
Place, because it was actually, like a unique idea. Anyway, then on the 25th we watced.
What did we watch,
I
Micah?
don't know, Robbie. Why don't you tell me
Tell
instead
me.
of doing things on your iPad?
We watched. We don't have to expose me like that. We watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
Heck
Factory.
yeah, we did.
Heck yes, my childhood.
Such a good movie.
This is like my favorite childhood movie. I think I can pretty safely say that.
like, this
I
movie
love it.
shouldn't be that good. Like, from memory, this movie should probably be really awful, but it's not.
It's not even the nostalgia glasses, guys. It's good.
It's not the nostalgia.
It's not the
glasses.
nostalgia.
Oh,
Ugh.
it's good. Believe me. It's good. Believe it.
It's so funny.
It's
I don't
good.
remember it being this funny.
It's really good.
It's
It's got
good.
some great dialogue.
Yes, the dialogue is good. The
What's its average? It's
Music
got a
is good.
3.9. That's sad.
Yeah.
It should be in the 4s. It should be in the
okay,
4s.
it's pretty much a 4.
It should be in the 4s. I gave it 4.
To be quite honest, if I wasn't into this movie nearly as much as I was, it would probably be a 4 for me.
Why does Ethan give every classic movie that I love 3?
Because,
or less?
Micah, because Ethan wants to see your dreams die.
He does. It's his goal in life.
Yeah, I gave this a 4.5.
Like, the music. Okay. And I've met a couple
The music,
people who
baby.
have just watched the Tim Burton
which-
Charlie
I
and
mean,
the
the
Chocolate
Tim
Factory.
Burton one isn't
okay,
bad.
No, the Tim Burton one isn't bad. But do not watch this movie, because This movie is 10 billion miles ahead of that movie, like in every way. The songs are actually good. The characters are so
Oh yeah, the
much
soundtrack
better.
sucks in the Tim Burton one.
And like Willy Wonka is freaking Gene Wilder,
Yes.
and he does an amazing job. Like for any of you who have not seen this movie, that's fine. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine. But if you haven't seen this movie and you've seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, do something about it. Like, stop.
Wow.
I gave it
Stop.
4.5 stars, though.
Yeah, I also gave it 4.5.
Then, Robbie, what did we watch?
We watched the ever classic Apollo 11.
I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that.
You should though. You caught like 10 minutes of it.
That was after theater, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. That was before theater. Before you left.
theater?
Yeah, I was about to. I was about to go.
Where did I come back out from that you were already watching it?
I don't remember actually. I think you were. Oh yeah, you were recording with Luke that day.
Oh yeah. I was recording with Luke. Oh yeah. Well, you should link his podcast. What's his pod? I don't remember if it was on his main channel or the podcast. Crap.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't listened to it yet.
Crap. Was it on his main channel or his podcast
Just
channel?
scrambling like a.
Yeah, I feel like I should have known that.
Well, first I'll just fill them in on Apollo 11. It's a documentary about Apollo 11.
Wow.
It was a bunch of archive footage that they found and like retransferred to a really high quality. It looks fantastic. And it was really good. You know, it has a lot of dramatic tension, more than it probably should have. And it's really inspiring. You know, go watch it. I watched a lot of documentaries apparently. Yeah, I gave it 4 stars.
I was listed as the quiz master.
The quiz master, Micah.
Yeah, it's on the Off the Mark, which is their podcast channel.
Off the Mark podcast.
So it's called Off the Mark, and it was me, Luke, who's been on here before, and his co-host Fred.
And his co-host Fred.
Wow. And
Good job,
I
Micah.
hosted a letterboxed quiz for them, which he also hosted one of these quizzes for me and Robbie.
Okay, is Fred British? I gotta know.
Yes. His
Yeah.
accent, I don't know if it's like full-on British accent or if it's like
He just has a milder British accent.
No, it's more extreme than Luke's, but I don't
Oh.
think it's just straight up British. Like, it's almost got some like Irish or some Scottish in there.
Oh, okay.
But
I was
don't
just
know.
curious.
I don't know. I was tempted to ask him about it, but
He just has like a strong Boston accent.
no.
That would be
But
pretty
it's
good.
definitely not an American anything.
Okay. I was just
Um,
curious. Like I said, I haven't listened to the podcast
But yeah,
yet. I'm
Off the
sorry,
Mark.
Luke.
And then on his normal channel should be the one with us two in it.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, we watched Fire in the
Fire
Sky.
in the Skies, which I also missed at the beginning of.
Heck yeah, baby! It was
pretty bad, yeah.
yeah. You know, it starts off. I'm like, yeah, this could be good, and then it just kind of
Yeah, even from where I came
sits
in,
around
which I missed like the first 10 minutes or something.
I don't know. It just doesn't do much for anything.
Yeah, like I missed the first 10 minutes or something, and I was like, oh, this can be good.
Yeah.
Like, it's not awful.
this
or
was
anything.
another '90s movie, by the way.
And then it just didn't.
Yeah,
do
it's for some
anything.
context. It's based off of a book written by a man
Who claims it's a true story?
Yeah, who
Robbie?
claims it's a true story. No, I'm saying who wrote a book about how he was abducted by aliens. And you know, it's fine. It would probably be fine as a book. Like, honestly, I would probably enjoy it as a book. But as a movie, there's just not much there.
Yeah,
To
but
say
Robbie,
the least.
but Robbie, in real life, they actually all passed the polygraph.
No,
The 110%
It proves it.
confirmating thing.
proves it. And do you just not like alien conspiracies, Micah? I don't mind
I don't mind a good alien.
I don't mind a good
conspiracy.
alien
Like, give
conspiracy.
me a chicken little anytime.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
But no, like I don't know. Like there, just as a comment, I guess there could be aliens out there. You never know.
Okay. My rating of this was 2.5, but if I was like high when I watched this,
Dude,
I
this
would have given
this would be so much fun.
I would have given it way higher.
Recently long does not endorse you being
No,
high.
no. I'm not saying get high at any point. Don't live that kind of life.
Besides, I hear if you're high, the best movie to watch is The Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Then on the 27th,
You watched it without me. I'm so upset.
I watched.
I wanted to rewatch this, and you're always like, "No, I don't want to watch it."
He's freaking out over here, man, maxing out the audio. I watched Jaws.
I was very upset.
One
One of my favorite Spielberg movies. You watched it without me.
which Jaws is a classic. It's good. There's not much to say.
I thought you didn't like it, Micah.
Kids, watch out for that opening.
We were talking about getting high.
That opening is pretty revealing, if you will.
I won't, Micah.
So-
I'm a good Christian
So
person.
parents, if you're showing this to your kids, please skip.
Don't
past
show
the
it to your
opening.
kids.
Please skip past the
There's
opening.
a lot of language in this. I wouldn't show it to my kids.
Well, yeah, but if you are showing it to
if
your kids,
you're already past the point of no return.
skip past the opening
Yeah.
for your children's sake, please. 'Cause yeah, the water doesn't do a whole good job covering up anything.
Dang, Micah.
But yeah, 4.5 stars. Darn good movie. Not my favorite Spielberg by far though.
Oh, sad times, man. Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me
What
If
a
You
shame.
Can, Catch Me If You Can and Jurassic Park are above this, but Jurassic Park is my favorite. I think it would actually probably go Jurassic Park, Catch Me If You Can, Jaws though.
I see.
Because what else? What is Spielberg doing? He doesn't.
What
direct-
is
yeah,
Spielberg doing? He
He
doesn't do anything.
yeah, he doesn't direct movies or anything. He directed, like,
Movies? I've never heard of
he
him.
directed like 2 movies or something. I don't
What?
know.
How many's he directed? Like 3?
Yeah, whatever. 46 films. That's nothing.
Not like.
Oh dang, Minority Report. Oh dang, the Indiana Jones movies. Ah.
Wow. Okay. You're gonna start Spielberging out on us, Micah.
Spielberg, man.
Spielberg.
All right. What did we watch yesterday? Robbie?
Yesterday.
Oh my gosh, the 28th. Yesterday. What
We
did
watched Leave No Trace, baby. I was
Wowza.
super excited. Super excited for this movie. I wanted to watch it back when it
It's
came
got
out.
it's got Jojo Rabbit Girl, Thomason McKenzie.
Yes. And you know she was really good in this.
No, she's pretty great.
Yeah.
I'm down for her being in more movies.
I just wanna see these people be happy, Mike.
put her in more movies. I want to see her in a happy role.
You just don't want her to be sad, Micah.
Well, so far the 2 things I've watched her in, Jojo Rabbit, where she
Dude,
plays a
she's
Jew
gonna be in Last Night in Soho.
in World War II Germany.
She's gonna be in Last Night in Soho.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
And this, where she's just sad.
Sad times. Wait, she's in The Hobbit?
Yeah, she plays one of like the really really well like it not. I don't think it was a speaking part.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the?
I think it was one of Bard's daughters.
I feel like I should have remembered. Oh, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, it's one of Bard's daughters.
Yeah, I think.
I don't know how I forgot about that. Well, I mean, I guess I do know how I forgot about that.
But yeah,
The
put her
Hobbit
in
movies.
more stuff.
Yeah.
This movie was pretty good. It wasn't as good as I was hoping.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's about what I expected.
It was hyped up a lot from Robbie specifically. I thought it was about to be
I had never seen it
I
before.
thought it was about to be masterpiece in our time.
I mean, it is really good.
But yeah, it was good. It had some nice use of color. I was a fan of the color usage. The fact that it went from like really green
This
to
is
really gray.
This is a good example of
To
when
kind
to use
of green and
when to
gray.
use gray, like when to use desaturation to your
gray.
advantage. I don't know.
To like it, I love how like if
It had a
like,
really strong visual, like it visually, like visual conceptually is really good.
like, and I loved how when they went into the forest that was colder and in a different area, and it was where she didn't want to be, and it was kind of a bad time. It was actually like a semi like gray forest.
Bro,
it wasn't like bright green like
I
the
thought they
forest
were.
they started
I thought they
out
were
in.
gonna pull a Pirates in the Caribbean on us, and have her like snap her toe off or something in that part.
It wasn't that cold.
But it felt that cold, Micah.
But anyway, it was good, and actually, believe it or not, I have the little not like but like
I have the
I have a little scarfy thing that
Scarfy
that
thing?
this man wears in the movie.
wow.
It's pretty good, kind of sad.
Go watch it. It's on Prime right now.
Yeah,
I would highly recommend.
I give it 4 stars.
I give it 4 stars also.
And that's actually the last thing we watched.
Yeah, we did it fast this week. Usually these are like hour and a half episodes.
I don't know. I don't feel like I had too much to comment on what we had.
Yeah.
You know?
But it was a solid couple weeks.
Yeah,
you know?
we didn't watch too much that was like horrible.
Yeah. But really the worst of it was like,
Incredibles 2 is pretty awful, but everything besides that was just like, yeah, it was just.
You know,
kinda
I
like,
think
meh.
I'd actually recommend a lot of these films, like not Fire in the Sky, Underwater, or
Yeah, I'd recommend Leave No Trace,
Yeah.
Willy Wonka, Cat in the Hat, Winter Soldier, Amazing Spider-Man, Whisker Away, Howl's Moving Castle, Psycho,
Wow.
Loving Vincent, The Incredibles.
There you go, Micah.
The Fits.
So just go watch all the movies we talked about. That's the solution.
And get your own opinion.
Yeah, form
and
your own
Jaws.
opinion.
I would
You think?
recommend
Do you
Jaws.
think Leave No Trace is garbage? Tell us in the comments.
Tell us in the comments. Yeah.
Wow.
And until next time.
Till next time.
Oh, wait, don't we usually do a quote still?
I don't know.
For these
We can if
outros?
we want to. You always insist on doing one. I don't think it's necessary for
Well, it's
these.
like part of the format.
It's part of the formula. Oh yeah, well you know what else is part of the formula, Micah? Talking about one specific movie, and we're already breaking the formula.
Well, no, this is a different formula.
It's we have a formula for these.
Exactly.
Why did no one tell me?
Well, the formula is we talk about the movies and then we end with a quote.
Just 13 hours of unreleased me drinking water and just us sitting around looking for stuff. Do you want that to be our like 100 subscriber special, Micah?
I'm gonna do a live episode.
Live episode? That would be cool. There you go. We'll have recently logged con. We'll record a live episode for all of our fans.
And we'll bring in live callers.
Live caller. We'll have vendors.
No,
We'll have everyone dress up in costume.
no, no. There's no good quotes from Jaws.
But since there's only 2 people on the podcast, they have to dress up as either one of them, either you or me.
Exactly. I'll send you some pictures of me to
Yeah,
where
for
you can,
reference.
to where you can know what I dress like.
Yeah, I dress like an NPC in any given
Yeah.
video
So
game.
if you're ever just like, what does Robbie dress
I
like?
wonder what Robbie looks like.
Just
you know,
think of him as an NPC from
NPC with short hair and glasses.
Yeah.
That's what I look like.
Yeah. No, there's no good quotes from anything.
Fun fact: I'll only talk to you if you come up to me and talk to me.
Yeah. He kind of follows the NPC law. It's just the way he lives. It's NPC or death, you know?
Yeah. I still want to get a T-shirt that just says NPC on it. So like for it to come full circle, you know. Oh my gosh! Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do.
All right.
Who do you want to be? The teacher or Parker?
I'll be the teacher.
All right.
All right. Mr. Parker, tardy again?
Sorry, Mr. Ritter. It won't happen again. I promise.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
Leans back towards Emma Stone. Yeah, but those are the best kind. Cut to black.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Is that your favorite movie quote of all time, Micah?
Oh, no.
But those are the best kind.
Those are the best kind.
Oh shoot, I haven't DM'd Luke back.
Wow.
It's been like 2 days. Oh no! Oh no!